Hey, this is a video about me trying to fix the ice maker on my Bosch fridge. It hasn't worked since we moved in 3 years ago. There's no ice in the tray and the arm is down. So let's test it. So the arm in the down position is requesting ice, but there's nothing being made. So I've previously pulled the fridge out and tested the water valve in the back by swapping. There's two solenoids back there. I've swapped the water solenoid and the ice solenoid, and I could get that solenoid to work. So here's the model number. So the next step for me is to pull the cover off the ice maker to get in there and to see if there's anything visually wrong, and then to go from there to try and test things out if I can. So we'll take a look.
The ice maker unit is out. A couple things I want to point out here. There's a long white electrical connector that came down through here, came in through here, and actually had a sliding tab right here. One plug here, one plug here. Then it wrapped behind the motor here and came down. So I had to remove this motor and then undo it that way. I also had to reach my hand underneath the unit back here. The electrical connector also wrapped right here and up. So I had to unhook it from here so I could get enough length to pull back. And then the top tray was screwed on here and there. So this is the ice making unit. This is what I suspect I have a problem with. I suspect it's probably something to do with a switch in here. So how I understand this to work is your cold air is blown in here. There's a little shroud that went up and our water comes in here. And this arm would control a switch letting us know when to put water in or not. So I'll do a little testing and see what I can find. I'm not too far in, and I've just been taking things off so I could try and get access to the circuit board here, because it looks like there's a switch here to me. And what I see is there's a magnet right here. I wasn't sure what that was for until I looked at this gear. And now there you can see that there's a magnet right there as well. So this slides on that shaft. And there's a little sensor right here that's kind of in line with the magnet. And if the magnet was to go in this arm right here, it would be in line with that same kind of a sensor. So I'm going to put the magnet in and do a little bit of testing with my multimeter while I have it out, and then see if it works. I got the circuit board out. So these little sensors, I tried testing across there with testing the continuity across there, seeing if it changed when I ran the magnet over top in various combinations on all three pins, and I couldn't really get a change. So at this point, what I'm going to do is just put everything back together and see if this thing will start bringing water into the machine to start making ice, because that was the initial problem, is that this wasn't even filling up with ice regardless of what position I had the arm in. And to find that magnet off, to me, either indicates someone else was in here and had been tampering with it or trying to make it work, or that by some means maybe they replaced it and it was defective right off the bat. I can't really see that sensor coming out by that magnet coming out by itself, but I'll get things back together and see how it goes. Oh, this little piece right there that I thought was a switch, it's just a stopper. It's molded into the plastic. That goes right through this board right here. So that's not a sensor at all. So that, I thought that was a switch, but that must be running the magnet over there somehow. Must what must indicate when we're full of ice and when we need more ice. I have the fridge back together and it sounds like it's making ice, so let's go ahead and test it here. Here's the water. Yeah, I'm actually really surprised that the ice started working, that it was only that magnet. I was prepared to have to replace the whole ice assembly or to get in there and trace back which component was broken. So I'm really happy. Hopefully if you have a similar problem, it's an easy fix just like this. But take care, thanks for watching.